Alright, go live in 3, 2, 1, and go. Hello everyone, this is Marshy coming to you with another StarCraft 2 game. Actually, continuing on with the Chef Replay Pack. Sorry I have been, this small delay, I've been moving into my own apartment. So I have my own room now. No pesky people. Still don't have any internet yet, but when it does, I'll be able to upload these, and so you'll know, because I'll have these uploaded. Anyways, let's go ahead and introduce the players. We do have in the bottom right, not top, I'm a little rusty as well. The bottom right, we do have spawning as the blues are LiquidSheth. LiquidSheth. Of course, obviously, he is going to be the Zerg player and analysis here today. We do, and as the Red Terran player, we do have Barcode. And Barcode could be just about any player. It's just a mixture of L's and I's and other wonderful things, I suppose. Basically, if you're not familiar with the Barcode, it basically masks a Smurf's identity. He could be any sort of pro player, any sort of just regular player, and he's just just practicing in his anonymity. That is a-okay by our standards, but the main player we are focusing on is Sheth here today, going for the 15 hatch, pretty much textbook ZvT here in the current metagame. We do have the Overlord coming in. He does spot that there is no barracks here, and he is going to go to the natural and see if there is an expansion going down. There isn't, so LiquidSheth is now going to be worried, I guess, for 2 racks. He does not see just 1 racks over here. So we take a look at Chef's vision just to make sure no racks has been spotted here. And but we do see the SCV going down to throw down the command center anyways. So Chef is he can expect a barracks somewhere on the map, but nothing cheesy coming out of Barcode just yet. We do have the pool going down on looks like 17. If you throw down your spawning pool on 17, a little nifty timing that occurs is that your hatchery will pop when your spawning pool pops, and then you can just double produce queens just like that. And Chef, being the awesome Zerg player he is, he's already going to transfer drones just at the right time, so when this pops, his drones will be happily mining. And you see here we do have both queens in production here. I had actually gotten probably 3/4 of the way through the cast when I started casting last Thursday. This is currently Friday 17th, I believe. Yes, today's the 17th, and I started casting this last Thursday. And during my cast, I actually got called into work. Cool story. But yes, I was not happy because that was my 3rd split in a row. I work at a restaurant. We have these lings going across the map, just taking the watchtowers. Nothing too incredible just yet. We do have a bunker going down for Barcode. Very nice placement by the bunker here. Covers the entire ramp, covers the mineral patches. So even if Chef does bring in lings up here, assuming he has these supply depots up, just a little poking and prodding by Chef. I definitely need to get a keyboard, not a keyboard, a mouse pad, 2 totally different things. Because right now I'm on like this desk and my mouse is not getting any traction, so my mouse sensitivity is not as where it should be right now. But let's do a look at how many queens we do have. 2 queens out on the map, 4 queens now, so now that creep spread's really going to get going. Instead of opting for another larva inject, he goes ahead and starts his creep tumor fairly early. It's good for Chef. Nothing to place a creep tumor here, I guess, to cover this little ledge here for any Reaper openings. Actually going to try to break down these rocks with these lings that aren't doing anything. Break down the rocks to so if there is any Reaper play or any sort of crazy elevator play, you can just send Zerglings here, send Zerglings here, and then the medevac has nowhere to elevator at. So, alrighty, being preemptive in his decision making. We do have the starport going down on this tech lab. And we should maybe see some Banshee play. We do have reactor Hellions coming out, but we do have the Corvid reactor, which starts the 25 extra energy for the Ravens, believe it or not. But we are going to have some Hellion play coming out. Just darting around the map, seeing where he can come in at. He is, with these Hellions, going to deny a little bit of creep spread, just a little bit, but using his Hellions to scout around, checking the third. We do have a Banshee in production, so it is going to be one Banshee followed by some Ravens, and this Banshee is just going to do some poking and prodding around the map. Do the macro hatch coming out for Sheth, so no third just yet. I'm happily mining on 2 bases to see Hellions. I feel like Sheth knows a little something up, but he is droning like a madman. He does get the spot on the Banshee, and he is throwing down spore crawlers, and he will arrange these spore crawlers in a fashion. Oh, Psychic Sheth, getting a couple good shots off on the Banshee before any damage. No shots even taken off by the Banshee. Meanwhile, Lings are still gobbling down those rocks. Barcode and Sheth are on 2 bases, still checking to see if there's any sort of third coming out for Sheth. No, nothing yet. So we might see a bit of a timing push here. We do a +1/+1 on the way. Metabolic boost almost finished for Sheth here. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I was thinking about other things, but we do have 1 Raven on its way. No other Raven yet in production. Not that many units. That we do already have 1 Raven. I apologize. But with these Lings here and the Banshee, oh, maybe you'll lose. Oh, and the Banshee does fall, and these Lings are going to chase these Hellions right on home. And we should see the drone coming out. No drone just yet, but we should expect to see an expansion coming out because that's where Zerg's power lies. And he did chase the Hellions all the way home. He does get a good scout. He does see Ravens, and Ravens are a detector, so he will be able to do little tiny pushes out in the middle of the map, deny the creep spread, which is so important for the Zerg player. We do have +2 on this way, +1 almost finished, and we do have the Spire coming out, so it does look like we have Spire tech. And Sheth is going to save this gas right on up, of course, as soon as I say that, he starts researching centrifugal hooks, which is very important for Banelings, just to get that extra speed boost. Right now, does Barcode have any wind of this going down? No, he hasn't spotted anything except with that initial Banshee play here, but we do have the third going down for Barcode. We do have a nice sizable Marine force, a couple Hellions, and Ravens, but we do have a Ling counterattack here. Going to be pushed away by this Hellions and Marine Bio Force. You know, in this... Oh, nope. Hellion does get away with his life. So, very good positioning with Barcode. He does have these Ravens gathering energy, and he can start throwing down auto turrets, which can start really mess up pathing for the Zerg player. But we do have this little pack of Ravens coming out, maybe starting some missile turret harassment. But Sheth is on the ball. He spots these Ravens coming in. He's going to expect this harassment to come down, and just like that, gobbles it up, no problems. But we do have a pack of Marines coming out here on the field. Oh my gosh! And the Lings coming and getting a half on the Marines, but these Marines are all going to die. They are trapped up against the rock. Poor Mariners, and all of these Marines were going to die, except for this lone hero Marine here. He is just hiding amongst the rocks. He just pretty much shat himself multiple times. We do have some more auto turret, a little bit of harassment in here, but nothing too dangerous. But we do have this one Marine just chilling by the tree, staring at it, possibly pissing still. But here comes more Zerglings, and poor lonely Marine, he does get eviscerated. That's okay. We do have the third pretty much stabilized. The planetary is up for Barcode here. One Marine just being a boss and just marching out to meet this swarm of Zerglings. And these Ravens are just showing up all these creep tumors. But we do have Mutalisk on the map. We do have 6 right now in production, and we already have a flock right here. So let's take a look at the Mutalisk counter. We do have 10 Mutalisk right now, and no sort of anti-air aside from the Raven's own Seeker missile. I do not have the production tab up. I'm horrible. And we do have some more auto turrets going down, but they are going to get gobbled up by these Zerglings. And we do have one Mutalisk getting absolutely destroyed. Meanwhile, in the natural, we do have this massive clump of Marines. No medevac support. So he needs to be careful with these stems from now on, but he might be able to snipe the hatchery or snipe the oh gosh. Nope, these Marines are just going to die. Not much being killed off in the way of tech. He did delay a little bit of mining time, but meanwhile these Ravens are still throwing down auto turrets, and this one cannot actually shoot anything. But we do have a little Ling counterattack coming by here as well, and all of these doing the Marine dance right here by the rocks. And we are going to have these auto turrets going to be gobbled up, and the Mutalisks are going to flank around, killing a couple of these really high, powerful Ravens. Oh, will one get away? They all die. So all the Ravens are now dead for Barcode. Barcode's still producing 2 more, still wanting the Raven tech up, but he just lost a lot of expensive units here. And these Marines are now sitting here at the 4th for Barcode, but they're going to get sandwiched here in this base. We do have another 2-pronged attack coming in, and the splits are good, but these are not going to be good enough. There's just too much stuff here. He is going to force the cancel on the planetary. Maybe he does not. The planetary falls. That was a ton of resources just lost by Barcode here. And not that many units on the field for Barcode. This is looking pretty bad, but we do have more Ravens coming in. Going to start throwing down more missile turrets. But just like that, Sheth has got these ninja reflexes. He is sending all these Lings here. Going and not being able to force Barcode to do any sort of harassment. We do have Seeker missiles in the mineral line, killing a couple and putting a ton of Mutalisk in the red here. And just like that, the Mutalisk count for Sheth has dwindled dramatically, and we do have another little push coming out. Just Marines and Ravens coming out for Barcode. And these Mutalisk are very, very close to dying. He needs to be very careful. And Barcode positioning himself around the Zelnaga Tower. All the Mutalisk and the Lings are actually, this is a very poor engagement by Barcode. Very poor engagement by Sheth. He thought he could kill those Marines, but those Marines are just positioned so wonderfully, and they are 2-2. 3-3 is on the way. Hive hasn't even been started by Sheth yet. And 3-3 Marines are just very, very scary. But we do have the sprint forward, but once again, very good positioning, very nice splits, but not good enough. A ton of these Marines are just evaporated by the Banelings. We do have Ventral Sacks on the way from Sheth. We do have 3-3 on the way, but meanwhile, we just Barcode sending more and more Marines. Just messing. Barcode realizes what kind of misrally that was. These Marines were on a death march to their death, which is what a death march does. Meanwhile, we do have Barcode really restricting the creep spread from Sheth, but we do have some Mutalisk harassment on the way. They are going to get a couple free shots. He is going to kill these he is going to kill the rest of these Marines. There's no sort of anti-air. He is going to start attacking the mineral line here, but meanwhile Barcode is dodging around the creep. You do have more Banelings being morphed in, and that's just a lot of Banelings. But we do have a Secret Missile on the Banelings, killing a couple Banelings. But here comes the sprint forward. A lot of these units in the red here, and these Marines are very, very spread out, and Holy Overlord and all these Overlords being killed. We're not really Holy Overlords, but that's okay. But we do have a very clumped up Marines. We do have the stem forward, and we are going to have the very nice split. But will these Banelings get good hits off? Only a couple Banelings going off on a few Marines, but that's okay. We do have more Marines up in the front trying to snipe all these drones. And Barcode having very, very good micro-tasking abilities right now. But these Marines are going to get killed up before too much is lost. These Mutalisks are going to wipe up the rest of these Marines. But meanwhile, Barcode is still on 3 mining bases. His main is nearly mined out. His natural nearly mined out as well. And taking this 4th is going to be absolutely vital for Barcode for him to stay alive economically in this game. We do have 3 mining bases right now. LiquidSheth. But we do have a massive transfer of SCVs here, and these Mutalisks are going to have free reign, but just these couple of Marines just prove not enough for Barcode, and so many SCVs are dying. We do have the Marines coming in for reinforcements, and doesn't get forced to cancel just yet, but he is coming back. He is dodging. He is juking out these Marines with the Mutalisk here. But meanwhile, we do have another sort of attack. More Seeker missiles coming out, going to kill off all the Banelings, most of the Banelings here, and sending out some more auto turrets just to soak up damage. Going to target these Banelings down, and there's not that much left as ground support. But meanwhile, and the Mutalisks are actually getting cleaned up here as well. And that's that many units. LiquidSheth falling a supply out very drastically. 84 supply. He has 34 more links in production. Infestation Pit going down. LiquidSheth GG's. And the Marine Raven play was actually very, very effective here from Barcode. And there you guys have it. This was the Barcode versus LiquidSheth matchup, a ZvT. Tune in next time for when we go into another ZvT. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and see you later.